Hey everybody, this is Eric Clark's Travel Videos, and it's been a while since I've done a video, but today's going to be a climb. We're going to climb to the top of that peak right there. It's like a 1,500 foot elevational climb, and it's kind of a tough one. You have to have leather gloves because there's cables to hang on to because it's so steep, and there's netting that keeps you from falling off the cliff, and it's pretty radical. So and it's about 3 miles, so I've done it before, but it's amazing. I'm taking my drone with me, so I should be able to do some amazing footage, and it's going to be outstanding. Let's go do it together, shall we? Let me show you the surrounding area first. So this is the Arizona desert, and you can see the saguaro cactuses and all of those things, and then this shows you the kind of terrain we're going to climb here. The sun's just coming up and hitting the peaks right now. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? So the way the climb works is we're going to go up to the base of this mountain right here, and then we're going to go over this and then go over the saddle. And the saddle is this part right here, this dip, and we're going to go down the other side a long way and then come up the back side of the mountain. And it's a pretty big climb, a pretty crazy climb, but the views of the valley are just stupendous, and I'm going to take you with me. It's gorgeous, isn't it? And there's a little peak here that you can climb as well, but that doesn't offer as much of a viewpoint as this one. This one over here is the big boy, Picacho Peak. And it's right between Tucson and Phoenix, and it's right on the side of the freeway, and it's gorgeous, and we're gonna climb it. And you can see the terrain. I mean, it's just crazy. And there's not a lot of trees, but there's a lot of cactus. Okay, let's get started. Bye-bye. So it's about 7 in the morning, and the sun's not up yet, but this is what it looks like on the freeway at 7 in the morning. And the sun's coming up, and you can see the horizon out there. This is what the Arizona desert looks like early in the morning, and you can see the mountain we're gonna go climb, which is like right over there, and it's got a little peak on it and everything else, but that's Picacho Peak, and so it's about maybe an hour away, if that. And but I just wanted to show you what the sunrise looks like. The park opens at 5 a.m. for Picacho Peak, and so you can climb the mountain and see the sunrise from the top of Picacho Peak. But the problem with that is that you're walking in the dark. And I didn't want to walk in the dark. I wanted to be able to show you guys what we're seeing and everything else. Can you see the Picacho over there? Maybe you guys can't. I don't know. But it's straight ahead. It's got a little point on it. Anyway, this is the Arizona desert early in the morning. And it's beautiful, actually. And there's no trees, or very few trees. Some cactuses, and but it's still amazing. So I should get there right about sunrise, and then I should be able to walk it in sunrise. That's it, everybody. So I'll get there, and we'll climb the mountain together. It's a big boy. Okay, see you in a minute. Bye-bye. All right, there's our objective. You see that jaggedy peak right there? That's what we're gonna climb. And it's a 1,500 foot incline So it's what, like 150 flights of stairs. So it's like climbing a 150-story building. But that's deceiving because it goes up one side, down the other side, and then back up. There's cables that you have to hang on to. There's netting that keeps you from falling off the side. It's a pretty crazy little hike, but it's amazing all of in itself, and that's it right there. Pretty amazing, and it's right between Tucson and Phoenix, Arizona, so it's like right in the middle. But you can see the jagged peak up on top, the little finger sticking way up there. That's Picacho Peak, and we're going to climb to the very tippy top of that mountain. And the sun's still not up yet, so you get to see the silhouette of the mountain. Certainly pretty amazing. Are you up for a big hike? I packed my water bottles and I packed one beer. I haven't had a beer in a while, and so I'm gonna have a beer at the very tippy top. I brought my drone too, so I can drone the mountain up there. I've done drones of this before, but it's really hard to do it from the floor, but doing it from the peak should be interesting. Anyway, Picacho Peak, everybody. Let's go climb a mountain. Bye-bye. Amazing. All right, well, here's where it starts. Hunter's Trail to the top of the peak. The trail closes at sunset, and it's a big boy. I got my gloves with me, my leather gloves, so I hope they hold up a little bit. I brought gloves before I did this, and they were shredded by the time I got to the top. But these are leather, so I'm hoping that they'll be a little better. And this is going to be a hike. Look, we even got bridges. And so for all the people that are foreign, obviously Americans might have seen cactuses before, but these are saguaro cactuses. And they say, if I've read it right, every arm off of a cactus, a saguaro cactus, is 75 years. So that cactus right there, 150, 225 years old. So this one is a baby. It's only 75 years old. But some of these are big and crazy, and so they could have been here for 500, 600, 700 years. And it's cold. Obviously it's January in Arizona, and that wind is pretty rough. I'm hoping it's not so bad on top so that I can fly the drone. Here's a saguaro cactus for everybody. They're pretty stout little guys. And I'm already breathing heavy and we haven't even started. Attention hikers. Hunter's Trail to the peak is rated difficult and is not recommended for inexperienced hikers. Hikers with existing knees, ankles conditions, and anyone under the age of 10. Hike at your own risk. Whew. Carry at least 2 to 3 liters of water per person. Hiking boots, no dogs. Stay on design trail, designated trail. Beware of falling rocks. Beware of thunderstorms. Wow. Please don't die on the trail. We will not come and get you. And that's where we're going. I don't know. I didn't see any other cars, so I don't know that we're going to see any other people here. But look at that cactus. If you counted each leg, each little branch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 75. That's a lot of years. Alright, I'm gonna have to stop and tighten my shoes. We certainly don't want any blisters climbing to the top of this thing. And this is, what is the name of this? It smells wonderful. Oh, when it rains, it is amazing. And the whole desert's filled with it. Very cool. I'll think of the name here in a second as soon as I turn off the camera. Pretty amazing, huh? We're going way up there. It's gonna be a worker. Okay. I'll be back for sure. Bye, everybody. So that's across the freeway at a different mountain. But if you look really closely, you can see my little truck way down there. Whew. But the view is amazing. And we haven't even started. Okay. Hoo-ah. Hoo-ah. I'll be back. Okay, this is why we need gloves, because there's cables that help you climb the mountain, and if you didn't have gloves, it could be kind of rough on your hands. And this is certainly not even the steepest cables. But amazing. Hoo-ah. I'll be back. Bye. Okay. This is what the trail kind of looks like, and that's very, very steep. And I still got a whole bunch more to go, but let me show you the terrain so far. I'm almost even with that peak over there. My truck, I don't know if you can even see it, it's way down there. And there's another mountain over on that side. And it is certainly steep, steep, steep. You know, I don't think having COVID helped me much. So, man, certainly amazing. Okay, onward and upward. Just do another panoramic here so you guys can see the Arizona terrain. Pretty amazing. Bye, everybody. Okay, I made it to the wall. And the wall is where you turn left. And so you can see the wall here. And it sticks out even above my head. And the trail goes that way. Oh, and now I'm higher than that peak over there. Oh, man, this is a climb. I forgot how big of a climb this was. Wow, certainly amazing. And I can see that there's 2 new cars next to mine, so that means there must be people heading this way eventually. Let's get going. I like to have the top to myself. What's that song? On top of the world, looking down on creation, it's the only explanation I can find. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. Bye, everybody. Well, I'm almost to the saddle, and then it goes downhill really steeply down the other side just to turn around and come back up. And this is the floor of the Arizona desert. Wow. I don't even know if you can see my truck way down there. Oh, man. Wow. And that's eventually where I'm going to get to, is the top of this cliff. Holy cow. Look at that view. Is that amazing or what? Wow. Well, this is a worker. My heart rate says I'm 156. All right, we got more to go. You guys ready? Okay. I'm not. Can I take another break? All right, let me get to the saddle. Moving on. Bye-bye. Okay. My pulse is, what, 161? And I'm at the saddle. Man. Hoo-ah. You know, when they say it's difficult, they certainly mean it's difficult. And there's my break spot. I brought a granola bar and water. Oh, look at that view. This is from the saddle. Is that amazing? And that's the other peak. And this is the other mountain. And you can see the freeway down there and all the traffic. And then you can see the train. Can you see the train right behind it? It's not moving, but there's a train there. And then that's Joe Cogburn's ostrich farm down there, right here. And that's where I'm headed, to the top of that peak. But to get to that peak, I have to go down. I have to go down about 3/4 of what I've already climbed. And there's a sign here. I don't even know that we can read it even. Picacho Peak has been a navigational landmark throughout history. It helped direct early explorers such as Father Quino and Juan Bautista de Enza in 1932. A 40-foot light beacon was installed at the top of the peak for air traffic navigation. Hunter Trail on the south side of the peak was built by the Civilian Conservation Corps to facilitate surveying the beacon, which was dismantled in 1965, 2 years before I was born. When Picacho Peak was dedicated as a state park in 1968, 1 year after I was born, the second phase of Hunter Trail was built beginning on the north side, crossing the saddle, that's where I'm at right now, and connecting with the first phase. The elevation of the peak is 3,374 feet. You are in the saddle, which is approximately 2,960 feet in elevation. Picacho Peak rises 1,500 feet from the desert floor. Well, there it tells it all. So it means I'm not even close. And I'm going to sit down here and then I'll show you. There's rope or cables right here, and it goes like almost straight down. I mean, so much that it has to have cables, and then I've got my gloves so that you can hang on to the cables without killing yourself. And then it goes down, 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 down. And then you turn around and come up, 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 up. Welcome to Picacho Peak, everybody. Bye-bye. Okay. You know, we talked about the cables, and now you get to see exactly what we're talking about. So you can see how this cable goes down, and it follows the edge of this mountain, this cliff, crazy cliff, all the way down. But anyway, the cable runs all the way down the mountain. Do you see it way down there? Almost to the valley floor. And then, so we're going to lose all that elevation just to turn around and come back up. And so you can see the floor and the mountains in there, and we get really close. But the cable's here to keep you from falling down the whole mountain. So it's certainly a crazy event. So I got to get my gloves out, so I'm not going to be doing much camera shooting until I get down a little bit more. But it is certainly steep, and I mean, that's like straight down. I mean, it literally is just ugly and brutal and beautiful and friendly and happy. Anyway, that's it, everybody. Let's get to work. We got things to do. All right, I'll see you when I get to the braking spot. Bye-bye. Okay, so here's what we're looking at. You can see where it literally is just, I mean, it is, without that cable there, you would be in a world of hurt. So this is what it looks like going up. I just came from there, and it literally is, you know, almost on your hands and knees almost in some spots. But let me give you another perspective. This is what it looks like going down still. I mean, the rocky is pretty smooth, but without those cables, I mean, literally, I mean, that is the desert floor over there. So, I mean, we're heading like straight down the cliff. And then this isn't even the worst part. The worst part's when you get to the cage, and if it weren't for that cage, you would fall off and fall 1,000 feet. Anyway, let's get moving. Bye-bye. Okay, well, we're on the other side now, the south side of the mountain. So we're in the sun, you can tell. And we gotta go. You can see there's a part of the trail way up there, sticking way up there, but this is what the cliff looks like that we're scaling. Crazy, crazy. Or should I just say difficult times 10. And this is what the South Valley floor looks like. You know, almost every country in Europe has trees, and they don't have just bare earth and mountains that you can see forever. I mean, some of these mountains are, 50 miles away. Crazy, crazy. And beautiful. Different kind of beautiful, but beautiful. And you can see where all the water runs. You can see the little trails and the paths that the water runs off these mountains. Amazing. Okay, we got about another mile to go. You ready to get started? I'm not. Somebody carry me. Okay, let's go. Bye-bye. Okay. Well, there's the sign to the peak is this way, and Sunset Trail is that way down, and then Hunter Trail is back the way I came. But we are going to the peak, and I just think that's such an amazing picture right there. What do you think of that one? Crazy. And that's where we're headed, up. Okay, let's do it. Bye, everybody. Okay, the trail says this way, and this is what we get. We get a cliff with a cable up to the top of that, and then up and up and up and up, and then up there. Oh, and you can see there's a little piece of metal up there, but it's this just kind of shows you what you're dealing with. But this, literally it's straight up and down. I mean, that's me touching the cliff, and so you got to grab that cable and pull your butt up. This is why you have to have gloves. And that's the cliff right in front of us. Oh, okay. Who wanted to do this hike? Bye, everybody. Okay, so here's one of the harder points. So this is like right in front of me. So this is my waist right here. But that's, you have to get your leg up there, and then walk up this straight up cable. And you can see the cage. It keeps you from falling off the cliff. And you can see all the metal work up there. It keeps you from falling. And then, literally that is straight up and down. You can see that cactus, that's like straight up. You can't get more straight up than that. But the cables are anchored into the wall, and it is a booger for sure. Literally this is a tough one. Okay, well, there's no sense complaining about it. Let me show you what the view looks like. The sun's just coming around this corner. Hoo-ah. All right. I mean, I bet I can show you down if I can get, I mean, this is pretty much a cliff down here, but let's not get crazy here. Okay, well, it's time to get going. Remember that sign that I took a picture of? Can you see it like right there? Way down there? Straight down there? Yeah. And this is where we're still going. Up, up, and away. Okay. Bye, everybody. Okay. 168, 169. Oh my God. 170. Holy crap. Oh, man. And we're still not even to the hardest part. You can see the planks up there. You walk along a board. But I still gotta climb all of that. Hoo-ah. Hoo-ah. Man. My legs are shaking. I gotta rest a minute before I kick this next spot. Wow. Okay. Okay, everybody. As always, thanks for coming with me. I wish you guys were here, you could carry me. Bye, everybody. Okay, I've made it through this part, and we're getting closer to the peak, but here comes the hardest part. It's this straight up climb up to the cage up there, and then to the planks, which is this narrow little board you kind of wing across. But this literally is straight up the mountain again. Ooh. But we're getting closer. Every step gets us a little closer, right? That which doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Let's get to the top, everybody. One more big push. Here we go. Okay. If I remember right, this is like the last scary leg, but it's the side of a cliff. And it's got cables to hang on to it, but literally the fall would be the end of you. And then there's that little metal beam you gotta walk along, but it's pretty hairy. And this is almost the view from the top. Amazing. Amazing. Let's get her. We're almost there. I need a water and a sit down. Okay. On to scary, huh? Wow. Well, that just looks really ugly, doesn't it? Okay, we can do it. Bye. Okay, I'm almost there, but just to give you some perspective, I'm going to get a little closer to this edge. That is like literally straight down. You can see my truck down there. Now there's a bunch of cars. And there's that peak. Let's get away from that edge. And there's the saddle right there where I sat and had a granola bar. And that's the south side. And I still have this to get to the top of. Oh, man. Hoo-ah. I think we can do it together. Can I do it one-handed? I mean, it's pretty crazy. Oh. Man, I don't know about this. Okay, well, I mean, you got to really pick your footing and your handheld. Oh boy. Okay. Hands and knees. Okay. Okay. Holy moly. It's like 20 steps and 20 breaths. So, okay, I gotta get up this. So, well, let's go up this side. Okay, okay. Oh, there's the sun. Okay, here we go. What's my heart rate? 162. Okay, I'm still alive, so that's a plus. Well, for all of you that think about doing Picacho, you make sure you're in really good shape. Oh man, how many more cutbacks here? Okay, I'm not gonna be able to carry you to the top. Oh man, how far? Okay. Which way does it go here? This way? Nope, this way. Yeah, this way. Okay. Jump. Creosote. That's the name of that bush that smells good. This stuff. Great time to remember, Eric. Ooh, okay. 164. You know, it's funny, you think you're in good shape, but hikes like this really make you realize that you just suck. Oh. Hey, give me stairs in Italy anytime. Oh. Okay, what do I gotta do? Okay, big steps. Bigger steps. Guess what? 167. And that's it. Oh my gosh. 170. Welcome to the top of the world, everybody. Beautiful. And there's Tucson and Mount Lemmon. Wow. Wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Holy cow. This hike reminds me of Huayna Picchu. Not Machu Picchu, but it's the hike on top of Machu Picchu. Huayna Picchu that's straight up. Man. And the steps, each one's like 3 feet apart. It's just brutal. Alright, I gotta take off some of these clothes. I am just sweating. Thanks a lot for coming along, everybody. And it's pretty windy, but I'm going to try to launch my drone anyway. And that's Phoenix out that way. Happy New Year, everybody. Be safe, be happy. Bye.